Good afternoon. How are you guys doing today? I am excited to share with you one of my most favorite herbs. And the name itself literally means smelling like a horse. And so that might not be that enticing, but when we take a step back and we really look at what exactly this herb is capable of doing, that's where the true excitement lies. And so I think about it when I talk to other people, especially those with Lyme. And I was talking to someone yesterday about this, and he's just starting on his Lyme healing journey, and they're going to put him on some antibiotics. But I've encouraged him to look at the herbal protocol as well. And there are so many reasons why. When we look at traditional allopathic Western medicine, we have to think about what we're making is specifically designed to do exactly that one specific thing that it's made for. But when we're using things like herbs that are given to us from God and are very plentiful, and we just have so many of them to use, they have 1,000,001 uses. And that is what is so cool about them. So we could take an herb and it's maybe to help us with, say, anxiety, but it also helps to regulate our sleep pattern. It helps to, say, lower cholesterol. It will help with skin problems. It'll do a whole other world of good for us. And so when I think about herbs, I get so excited because I think, again, they're kind of understated and underused. But this one specifically that I'm talking about today is known as ashwagandha. And a lot of people, I think, probably have heard about it. It's been hyped up a little bit more lately, I feel like, at least. But that just might be in my own little world. And I just wanted to share with you some of the benefits that we can get with this particular herb. Here's a picture of what it looks like. It reminds me a little bit of Chinese lanterns, actually, but we're generally going to be using the root, but they also do things with the leaves and the flower and the fruit. So you can grow it too. I'm going to try to grow it this summer and see how it goes, but never have tried that one before. We'll see. We'll see. Cucumbers, I do okay with it, but they sort of grow themselves. Anyways, this herb is going to help different groups of our bodies. So we'll think about muscle, fat, bone, marrow, nerve, and reproductive. All these different systems will be benefited by using this herb, and it is safe to take every day. The only thing I will caution you on is if you're pregnant or if you're diabetic, you definitely want to be testing your blood sugars. This one is a little bit maybe on the sweeter side. It has a bitter, astringent, and sweet qualities to it. So that would be my only cautionary statements, really. And of course, with anything, if you're uncomfortable or you're not certain, talk to your doctor first and see if they're on board with this. But for the most part, this is a generally well-tolerated herb for people. It's also going to be more of a tonic, rejuvenative, nervine, aphrodisiac. Who doesn't want that? Astringent, sedative, anti-inflammatory, and an antioxidant. We can use this for, are you ready? And this is just some of them. I couldn't even write down all of them. There's so much that we could actually use this for. General debility, sexual debility. So a lot of times my girlfriends will be talking to me about their partners and saying that they're not necessarily the most potent little individuals, and that's fine. But you can help yourself. Something like this would help with that. Nerve exhaustion, problems of old age, loss of memory, loss of muscle energy, emaciation of children. So it helps to build us up and make us strong again. Insomnia, as I stated before, it helps to regulate the sleep cycle, which is nice because it's not an immediate thing like you take it and you're like, oh, I'm so sleepy. No, actually it's really smart. You take it and over time, it slowly helps to sync up your circadian rhythm. Paralysis, multiple sclerosis, weak eyes, skin problems, rheumatism, cough, breathing difficulties, anemia, fatigue, glandular swelling, infertility. It's an adjunct to cancer treatments. And what I have used this for is chronic anxiety. This is a very cheap, easy remedy to help with chronic anxiety. Typically, it takes about a week for it to come up into your bloodstream, and then it takes probably about another week for you to really start to gain maximum benefits from taking this herb. So it's more of a slow acting thing, but it is very well worth it. I feel like with the last whole 2-year situation and just life itself throws up enough stressors and different things that we have to overcome. So taking something like this on a daily basis will just help, again, to regulate that, help to reduce that anxiety. It is a nervine, it's calming, it's soothing, it's a sedative type of thing. And so from all sides. I could really see no reason why people would not want to add this to your daily life, especially men. This is again for both sexes, but particularly men. Leaves, so they do use those externally for hemorrhoids, fever, wounds, tumors, sores, and rashes. And then the fruit you can use for ringworm. But I just take my happy little capsules. I take 2 a day. That's what they're recommending here. And when we look at it from the Ayurvedic perspective, this is going to help to diffuse 2 of the 3 energy types, really, Kapha and Vata. And it can potentially increase the other, which is Pitta, as a more of a fire-based one, because again, if you remember, I said it's a warming herb, but that's really in excessive amounts. If you're unsure of how to use this, consult someone like me, an Ayurvedic practitioner, or again, you can just use what they recommend here on the bottle. It says to take 2 capsules a day, but really, if you're having more of the acute issues, as some of these other things that I listed, you'd want to reach out and seek guidance. I hope this has been helpful to you guys. This is available. I use Gaia Herbs Professional Solutions. Oftentimes people want to know what I'm using. I order this online. It is very cheap and easy to get access to, but you want to obviously make sure that you're getting some type of a sustainable organic source. Take care.